They're out on the field. The pride of the Southland band crisply marches into the Giant T. The rear, the roar of 97,000 fans rises with each rhythmic step. In the background, George Beaches is singing "Fight, Vols, Fight." The orange and white Shakers flood the air. The Volunteers are ready at the north end of the football field to burst through the gate. They're coming now, racing onto the field through the Giant T. In that magic moment that says, wherever you are, it's football time in Tennessee.
Welcome to the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Four-star edge rusher Rico Walker is going to announce his commitment decision on Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Now, this one's kind of interesting. This is one that it seems to be trending towards a Tennessee-North Carolina battle. Now, a lot of you guys tagged me in this tweet right here. This came out yesterday. The UC report, underclassmen report, on Twitter tweets out, just in, All-American linebacker Rico Walker will announce his decision on Monday, July the 18th at 4 p.m. His final four, you can see there, Auburn, Florida, Maryland, and Tennessee, but nowhere to be seen on that list is UNC. Now, is that accurate? Is that true? We'll get into it. We'll talk about it. But as always, do me a favor. Go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. It's quick. It's free. It's easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you are new to the Talkin Vols Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We are fans just like you. So if you enjoy the content, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Just a reminder, we'll be live next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to be breaking down the Tennessee defense for the 2022 season. We broke down the offense this week. If you missed that live stream, I encourage you to go back and check it out. Had a lot of fun hanging out with Dauber and JP talking about this football team. But let's get into it. Let's talk about Rico Walker. You can see there on the screen, four-star edge rusher out of North Carolina, 6'3", 233 pounds. He is a top 5 player out of the state of North Carolina, top 25 player when it comes to the edge rusher position. Now, again, when this thing came out, he dropped a final 5, and that included North Carolina, Tennessee, Maryland, Auburn, and Florida. So what is the deal with that tweet that was circulating around? Well, I think that was nothing but a mistake. I don't think that is accurate at all. I think this thing is still trending towards a North Carolina, Tennessee type decision. The way it seems to be trending on VolQuest when you kind of read the information that they put out is that this is leaning towards North Carolina. Doesn't mean it's over. It doesn't mean Tennessee doesn't still have a shot, but that seems to be where they are leaning. You can see their crystal ball predictions, 2 of them in for North Carolina, but those have been in for a couple of months, so I don't really put much into that. But again, Rico Walker is going to make that decision on Monday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. A lot of you guys asking, Boogie, you going to go live? Are we going to cover it, watch the decision live on air? Well, we can do that, but I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait. Check out the weekend, see how it plays out, see if it continues to trend 100% towards North Carolina. Then I don't want to get on and waste our time. But if it's going to be a 50-50 coin toss type of deal, then we'll get on, we'll do a live stream, we'll hang out and kind of go through it together, because I think that is a lot of fun to do those live streams. Rico Walker is a guy that's been on campus a lot, took unofficial visits back in May and April also, took 3 unofficial visits last season. So he's been on and around campus a lot, got a good relationship with Rodney Garner, who is his primary recruiter. Rodney Garner actually recruited Rico Walker's dad back in the 90s at Auburn. So he's got that family relationship. And you have to wonder, how much is it? You know, you look what Tennessee's already got in the class of 23. 2 of your top 3 players are edge rushers in Shandavion Bradley and Caleb Herring. So is that playing into Rico Walker's decision? I'm not sure that it is necessarily, but it's something worth talking about. You know, Rico Walker, North Carolina has been high on his list throughout this entire process. Anytime his name comes up, you hear North Carolina and you hear Tennessee and you hear it's a back and forth type of deal. And you were kind of hoping that Rodney Garner could get in there, do what Rodney Garner does, work his magic, and get Rico Walker in the boat. But again, we'll see how it plays out. But I think Rico Walker is a guy that you talk about stacking depth, building depth. You add 3 really good edge rushers in this class of 23. Let's go. I mean, that's the priority to me. You got to have a quarterback. You got Nico. You got to have guys that can protect the quarterback. We'll get into that in just a minute. But you got to have guys that can get after the quarterback. And if you have Caleb Herring, you have Shandavion Bradley, and you're able to get Rico Walker as well, Man, this defensive line, this entire defense is going to be trending in the right direction. I know there are concerns out there. There's concerns in the secondary, concerns at the linebacker position, but at the end of the day, if you've got a group of guys that you can rotate, keep fresh, and get after the quarterback, it's going to make a huge difference for this football team on the defensive side of the ball. The scouting report for Rico Walker: verified size plus wingspan. Frame can easily add mass and strength. That's something else I like about him. You know, you look at Bradley, you look at Herring, they're a little bit on the smaller side. They got a full senior season ahead of them. They're going to be able to add weight. But Rico Walker comes in a little bit bigger than those guys at 233 pounds. But again, the scouting report says still has that frame to add some mass and strength. Dual sport profile in football, basketball, plays both sides of the ball, defensive lineman and tight end. A lot of his highlights are at the tight end position, just shows his athleticism. Scouting report goes on to say productive on both sides of the ball, but bigger upside is on defense. Saw live camp in spring of 21. Athleticism and length checked out while he played tight end. It says here he has the build of an edge, but can add size and play with a hand on the ground. Athleticism shines when high pointing the ball in the passing game. Possesses very good body control, sure tackler in space, has a burst at snap, gets upfield quickly, shows lower body flexibility to bend knee, dip shoulder, and accelerate around the edge. Is agile and can drop into the coverage in flat, can track down ball carrier behind the line of scrimmage when unblocked off the edge, has closing speed, plays with energy and effort, understands assignments, and is capable of setting the edge. Says there's a physical element to game, but needs to be more consistent, has to continue to develop upper body strength, stacks and sheds at time, but technique development is important, has to work on ability to disengage and redirect the long line of scrimmage. Multi-year starter at a top 20 program. So again, multi-year starter at a top 20 program, you get Rico Walker in the boat along with Shandavion Bradley and Caleb Herring. That's how dynasties are built, adding guys that can get after the quarterback. Now, again, we'll see how this plays out. I'm going to continue to watch Rico Walker, kind of see where the experts lead me on whether or not he's going to pull the trigger. But he is, again, scheduled to make that decision on Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern time. You guys let me know. Would you like to do a live stream on Monday? We would do the same as we've done for all the watch parties. We would go live at 3:30, a countdown to the commitment. Says he's going to do it live from his high school, so I would imagine he's going to put that feed on Instagram or Twitter. We could screen share that. If not, we could just wait for the announcement to come in. But what's a priority to me? Again, Rico Walker, if he ends up at North Carolina, I think Tennessee's going to be fine at the edge position in this class. But I also think if they can get him, that's just adding that much more talent. Iron sharpens iron. You add those three guys at the same position and let them make each other better. That's what's going to happen. But when you look at recruiting for me in the class of 23 as we move forward, who's coming up next, what's the next position, the priority for me is Stanton Ramel. And again, we've talked about him previously. He's a guy that after his visit, he was all smiles talking about this Tennessee football program, this coaching staff. He's a guy that I like. I feel like he's trending towards Tennessee. But he's a guy that's gone quiet. So when you go to VolQuest or you go to 24/7 Sports, you go to these guys and try to get a read on what Stanton Ramel is going to do, you're really not getting that because, again, he's gone quiet, not talking to anybody. But he is expected to pull the trigger sooner rather than later. We'll continue to keep an eye on that one. But for me, that offensive tackle position is a priority. And it was absolutely huge to get Shamrod Umarov in the boat. Again, you missed on Francis. You missed on Lucas Simmons. So if you can get Shamrod Umarov and also get Stanton Ramel in the boat, that's the priority. That's the priority for me, is that offensive tackle position. Also another one expected to pull the trigger sooner rather than later, Nathan Laycock, 3-star wide receiver. Like a lot of what he brings to the table. Again, when we talk about the world of recruiting in 2022, we talk about NIL, how much money you have, where you allocate that money. I think Josh Heupel is going to be able to take wide receivers and make them into superstars. We saw it with Cedric Tillman. We saw it with Velus Jones Jr. No disrespect. I'm not saying those guys aren't talented. I'm not saying those guys didn't work hard. I'm saying that Josh Heupel's offense is set up to make wide receivers successful. So if you can go get edge rushers, if you can go get tackles, if you can go get a quarterback like Nico, special type of talent at the quarterback position, then I think we're going to be fine in this recruiting class. But Stanton Ramel, again, the priority for me. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts about Rico Walker. Do you think he's headed to North Carolina? Do you think Tennessee's still in it? Is it a coin toss type situation? Also, let me know if you guys want to go live on Monday and kind of count down to his commitment. Again, we would go live at 3:30. And then he's scheduled to make that decision at 4 p.m. But leave the comments. Let me know. As always, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up on the way out the door and go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin Vols Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin Vols, any and all sport. Greatly appreciated. Also, thank you to all the new members of the channel. We are continuing that membership drive, and you can financially support what we are trying to do. We want to bring you more content. I asked you guys yesterday in the Facebook group, what do you want? Do you want private content for the members of the channel? Should we private live streams after we go off air? What can we do to drive that membership? Or if you guys just get this thing geared up for as little as 99 cents a month, then we'll just keep it all out there in the open. We appreciate all you guys that are coming in, supporting this channel. You guys make this channel what it is. Don't forget, again, Tuesday, NCAA 2013 at 6:30 p.m. Next Wednesday, 7 p.m., breaking down the defense. Thursday, you're going to go live and break down SEC Media Day. So tons of content coming your ways. We're right around the corner from kicking off this 2022 season, and I cannot wait. But this is the Talkin Vols Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.